where are you at, like, in the business? Like, how many, like, how large are you when COVID hits at this point?
I'm probably doing about 75 to 100 loads a month. Not that heavy. I'm not that heavy.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but I'm doing enough to pay the bills.
You're right. We building back up.
I'm paying the bills. Okay. So coming from a conference from Charlotte right before COVID, I think I told you this. I was in traffic and realized the containers. Like, oh my God, it's containers. That's where the money is.
Yeah.
When COVID happened, I just was like spitballing. What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? And I went to a conference in North Georgia. It's called the Georgia Logistics Summit. They have it every year. Registration is open now. If you're interested in drayage, you should probably register and go to the Georgia Logistics Summit. There, I met representatives from the port and from Canon County Industrial Authority. My whole intent of going to that conference was for me to pivot. But when COVID happened, it allowed me to actually sit down and put together all the relationships. So part of the COVID spitball was container storage and warehousing.
Got it. So there's a new opportunity now.
New opportunity. So I started reaching out to my contacts like, hey, I'm looking at this space. I want to do this. And because of those relationships I had formed, it was like, yeah, come on.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. So inevitably you grabbed this space.
Yes.
The storage space.
Yep.
How many acres?
10.65 acres.
How do you finance that?
It's actually through the Canon County Industrial Authority.
Okay.
So whenever you come into a space like that, and you are bringing jobs and growth to that county, that is an opportunity that's financed and backed more so by the county and the city because they want to help you grow. So the Canon County Industrial Authority has an initiative with small business owners or large business owners to help you grow there. And so that's through them. So
can you get into like how that works in terms of like, is this a loan? Is this something that you
it's
have
an agreement.
It's an agreement? Mm-hmm. Okay.
You're bringing things to the table and they're giving you something back in return.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So they're able to, so in terms, it's like you're bringing jobs, you're bringing opportunity.
You're bringing jobs
and
and growth.
and
here is
the land or whatever to do it.
The resources, whatever you need to do it.
Is this something that anyone could do?
Yes, anybody can do this.
How did you know you were able to do this though?
I'm very resourceful. I'm very resourceful. So part of going to a lot of these conferences, a lot of the resources that we need to do businesses and meetings and rooms that we don't typically go in. So like the commissioners' meetings, the city council's meetings, the zoning meetings. In these meetings, you'll learn about when Amazon is coming in. You'll learn about when Walmart is planning on building a DC or Starbucks or Chick-fil-A. And so those meetings are not discriminate for small businesses. It's just an opportunity for you to learn to see where you fit in at. Those resources are still available to you, not just because your name is not Amazon. You just got to make yourself available to it.
Okay.
And so it starts with you creating a business plan, understanding where your funding is going to come from, what your strategy is going to be, and what your value is going to be to the county. And then you have to approach them. You got to be serious. You can't be John that just started 6 trucks and now you want a piece of land. No. You have to have a serious business model, and you also have to have some references that are willing to back you to say, yes, they're solid. They're going to do great business there.
So this is zero money down on your end?
Damn, Rahmel. Shit. Canon County, I'm sorry.
I mean, this is like mind-blowing stuff to me. Like, this is kind of...
So I'm very blessed. And very fortunate. I started off with 2 business partners. You know about that. I can't talk about it too much.
Yeah.
But I did start with 2 business partners. But essentially, it was zero money down.
Wow. That's crazy.
Zero money down.
How do we not know about these opportunities, man?
It's because we don't put ourselves in the spaces where the opportunities are. We're putting ourselves in the spaces that glitter and are glitzy. That's not the spaces. And no knock or no disrespect to anyone who follow those type spaces. But that's not where the true opportunities are. It's in the spaces that make you uncomfortable.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. For
right.
sure.
Right.
Okay. So blessed with a huge opportunity. How do we go about monetizing this space now to get started?
So let me go back really quickly. In Georgia, Alabama, South Carolina, and northern Florida, there are several counties that are poor, very poor. They can't grow if they wanted to, and they're not attractive to a lot of the larger entities. So they will be willing to do business with you, coming in with your dollars to help them grow very quickly. But a lot of people don't know that because you're not looking at them. You're looking at Atlanta.
Right.
You're looking at Miami. You're looking at Houston. You're looking at Long Beach. Those are already developed. So they already got who they want to play ball with. But these smaller counties want to build those relationships and have something to give you, and you have something to give them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, it makes total sense when you think about it
Yeah.
because it's nothing happening with it, right?
Yeah.
The land is feudal, so
Yeah.
like, why not make an opportunity out of it
Yes.
to bring,
Yes.
generate revenue, tax
Yes.
dollars, jobs, and
Yes.
all that?
Yeah.
You're stimulating the economy.
Yeah, stimulating the economy, but because we are so socially stimulated, we don't. They don't got no mall there, They ain't got no club. Where I'ma eat at? But that's where the money is.
Right.
That's where your resources are. Catch a flight,
Right.
catch a plane, catch a train, out. Go do what you need to do and come back. Wait, make your money. That's what I do.
Yeah.
But that's what stimulates us, and so we miss these opportunities because we're focused on the shiny light. That's what I call it, the shiny light.
Got it.
We want to be where everybody else at.
That's why
I don't fish in the pond where everybody else fish at. It ain't no fishing now.
That's right.
Right.
That's why it's better and meta.
Yes, everything. Metal, baby. Come on with it.
All right, cool. So now you're shifting your focus onto the container storage business.
Yeah.
So are you totally letting go of the freight brokerage at this point?
Yeah.
Are you continuing to run it? What does business look like for you? And we're still like at that part of the story.
Yeah. So pivot into the container storage, get the space, start developing it. Once we get everything up and running, realize that it does not benefit us to be a freight brokerage.
Why?
For the type services that you need to do. So the services that we do is called drayage services. Drayage services is essentially a short distance transport of containerized cargo from an ocean port or a rail terminal inland.
Okay.
And so
That sounds like the Webster Dictionary definition.
yeah, that's the Hope White Dictionary. Play with your mammy. That's my definition.
I'm
Okay.
just saying, it sounded like perfect. It was
Yeah,
like,
that's
even
the-
like down like inland. Like the
Yeah.
last part of it was like just
That's the Hope White definition. Play with your mammy. Okay. All right. So, so we started doing drayage services as a brokerage.
Yeah.
And oh my God, I think we was making like $2 on some loads because essentially we figured out that the motor carrier, has the bulk of the responsibility. Hence, they were going to be charging us out the ass.
got it.
And then we were trying to play really hardball with the local carriers. We were very, constant about that. And so we was losing real bad. And so we had to pivot and get a motor carrier's authority to be able to benefit profit-wise and make money. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was the sole reason from switching from brokerage to motor carrier. It had nothing to do with the customers at that time.
Okay.
It was solely so that we could make money.
Okay.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
we was losing bad.
Got it. Got it. All right. So continue. Keep
All
going
right.
on.
So, damn, Rahmel.
You know I'm gonna
You
get it.
is draining the swamp. Do you hear me? Good God Almighty.
You know I'm gonna get it.
Oh, y'all better not call me to drain it. You better go to logisticallyspeaking.online.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. That's
All right. So we get the motor carrier's authority. And from there, we're now more profitable and we're more marketable for our potential clients to do business because now we're asset based, which is essential when you're doing drayage services. You have to be asset based.
Okay.
Yeah, brokerage is fine. You get some business, but you won't be constant. You won't be consistent.
Right.
The bigger boys of the world call me every week because they don't have enough freight.
Right.
Because that drayage market freight is given to those constants. I can for sure make sure my freight's going to pick up if you're asset based.
Got it. Do you
Yeah.
have to have a certain amount of capacity, or is it just like
With
as long
drayage-
as you're asset based?
Yeah, with drayage is very flexible. You can be one truck 3 trucks, 10 trucks, or 200 trucks. It's
Okay.
very flexible in that market because the customers are very diverse. Your customer base is very diverse.
Okay.
And you're dealing with more of the importers, exporters of the world.
Got it. But now you're running a motor carrier authority, so now you're adding assets, trucks,
Yes.
so forth and so
Yeah.
on. But this isn't a business that you really like. I mean, you understand it,
I ain't know shit about trucking.
but it's a new side to the business, right?
I ain't know nothing about
So how do we pivot into that? And
Yeah, so I started learning real quick, and instead of me like going to take a whole bunch of classes or like that, I just started asking my drivers, "Can you help me?
Right.
Can you help me learn this?" And they brought a lot of value to me, and those drivers are still with me.
Okay.
And so what I did was just build out the trucking piece there. So we added 1 truck, then 2 trucks, and then 3 trucks, and then boom, we get shut down.
If you twisted, confused, or stuck about trucks, don't be dumb. This is the place to come. Truck and hustle. Let's go.